Hey everybody, it's the boss lady here, coming to you from my vehicle. Just trying to finish getting ready here. I got roughly a little less than 15 minutes before my start time, and you know it takes me only 5 minutes to get to work. So, this is the other, what am I trying to say? This is the other Amazon wig. And so normally I don't do all that manipulation and ponytails and this and that, but today I did a ponytail. So did a ponytail in the back. It's still a headband wig, so I got an additional headband right here. But yeah, so I did that. Whoo-wee. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all know I don't like, here we go. Y'all know I don't like pain, right? So for me to say this, you're going to be like, boss lady, are you sure? You know you're going to have to go through something. But let me tell you something. If my doctor said right now we can schedule you for an elective hysterectomy, I would be all for it. Here's why. And I don't know if I even shared this before, but I have extreme cycles. Extreme cycles. I was like, I got a hump, but it's my headband. Because these ones, I don't like the knots. I prefer a smooth band. But I didn't want to wear my honeycomb band today. Anyway, so like when I go like this, I feel like I'm a unicorn. Okay, anyway. I have extreme periods. We women, so, I mean, if you don't want to talk about periods, oh well, you're a woman. And unless you have reached that age where you're not having one, you know somebody who don't have one, okay? So I had to bring my little packet, okay? Because, yeah. And what's all in there is not just pads and tampons. I got pain medicine, inhaler, everything. Matter of fact, I got some lip balm in there too. Lotion, sanitizer. Yeah, I got it all up in there. So, let me get myself going. I got 10 minutes. Well, 11 minutes. Yeah, I put my earrings on, then it don't look so bad. But anyway, y'all. Okay, so if you built my channel a long time, and I'm talking about like back in my early days, I do believe I did a video, and I won't be able to link it because y'all, it's so far back, about 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, but I do believe I told you guys that I suffer from something called, no, let me take that back. Because see, you gotta be careful with your wording. You gotta speak positivity over yourself. So I don't suffer with it. I deal with it. I live with it. But it does not overtake me. It used to. It does not now. So anyway, I live with something called polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, not only does that, mess with fertility, it also, it's a hormone imbalance, bottom line. And so, women who live with that, live with PCOS, they have non-existing periods, or they can have excruciating periods where if it's a doctor who don't know what he's talking about, will tell you you have endometriosis. So see, I was misdiagnosed for several years. Like, y'all know I was a teen mom, so I had a baby girl when I was 14. Okay, say what you guys say, move on. You leave something negative, you will be blocked, deleted, and that's it. Okay, because I'm 44 years old and I'm doing well for myself. Do I promote teen pregnancy? No, I do not. But is that part of my life? Yes, it is. And I don't have no shame about it. Anyway, so I had baby girl at 14. After having her, I had these horrible periods. So I was always told, you have endometriosis, you have endometriosis. Okay, well, do something to, but because I was a teen and not an adult, they wouldn't do anything. Well, times pass, okay? I'm living my life and living it carefree or whatever. I get with my husband. We wasn't married yet, but you know, there was some, I have some angel babies. But I never understood why. Just, okay, it wasn't my time, whatever. Well, then I went through a cycle of not having a cycle, right? And I'm like, well, what is going on? So, like, we were taking pregnancy tests, like, left and right. No babies. So we're like, well, what's going on? So finally, you know, I'm like, okay, when I do have a period, my period's like this. Then when I don't have a period, I'm assuming I'm pregnant, but I'm not. What is going on? So the doctor I had years and years and years ago, you know, of course, she diagnosed me. And I think I talked about it. But anyway, I'm going to tell you about it now, because some people ain't going to go back, and that's okay. So anyway, years and years later, whatever, 2003 rolls around. I do all this testing. And the doctor I had at that point said, no, you don't have endometriosis. You have something called polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, well, fix it so I can, you know, move on with life. There's no fix for it. And not only do you have, like, either absent periods or excruciating periods or, you know, unexplained infertilities and all that stuff, but you also can get facial hair. You also gain weight in your tummy area that you just cannot shake. I mean, you can lose weight everywhere else, but your stomach will be like, you know what I mean? So I said, well, give me a hysterectomy then. They wouldn't do that. And I'm glad they didn't listen to me, because then I wouldn't have Miss Peanut. I'm just being honest. So they wouldn't give me a hysterectomy. They wanted to put me on hormones. So, you know, like birth control, but the birth control in my body does an adverse, effect. So you know how, oh, somebody got a she shed, y'all. Oh, I ain't never noticed, man. I need that in my life. Anyway, so sorry, sidetrack. But what was I saying? I got sidetracked so fast. So they wouldn't give me hysterectomy. They told me it was PCOS. It's not endometriosis. They wanted to put me on birth control. But, like, you know how birth control pills, you have 3 weeks off, 1 week on. My body would do 3 weeks on, 1 week off. And then, so I said, well, let's try the shot. Okay, the shot messed me totally up. So, you know how some people, they get the shot, they have no cycle? Yeah, how about 6 months of a cycle? Playing Russian roulette, trying to, you know, have relations. Yeah, that was not cute. So then, it was just a lot of back and forth. So the doctor I had, she was very, you know, her bedside manner was horrible. Okay? So I said, you know what? I'm going to have to switch doctors. I'm going to have to switch insurance. So that's what I did, you know, after I had started working at the county. So I started working at the county 2002. I got my diagnosis 2003. And then starting in 2004 is when that's when I changed my insurance. Or actually, no. I think the insurance went into effect 2005 is when I changed the insurance and changed doctors and all that stuff. So, and that was the year 2005 is when we got married. So then I talked to, you know, my new doctor, and they was like, well, we got to do some repeat tests, blah, blah, blah. But they did listen to me. They sent me to a specialist. The specialist, you know, said what he said. You know, we did. Boom, bam, boom. We didn't get pregnant on fertility drugs, but the fertility drugs helped jumpstart my body. That's how I ended up finally ovulating on my own. And boom, bam, boom, Miss Peanut is 14. All right, okay. Praise report. Everybody say amen. So therefore, I got 5 minutes. So that be that. Well, anyway, after having Miss Peanut, you know, my body actually seemed to be going back into the right direction, right? Yeah, for a little bit. Then it went back to haywire, where I would go, you know, most women have a period every 28 days. A boss lady does not. I would have a period every 45 days, every 60 days, sometimes 72 days. You know what I mean? So it was just a lot to deal with, but I've been able to manage it, you know. So I manage it very well. I definitely, even though I'm not actively trying to get pregnant, I still have to use like the fertility charts to chart my cycles, because that's only how I will be able to consciously know when my cycle is coming. And you would think, okay, I'm in a house with someone else who gets her cycle. We are not in sync. Now, she can be in sync with her sister. I know right away when, okay, you coming on, you know what I mean? But like me, At one point, it seemed like we were syncing up. So like, you know, it would be like Miss Peanut, baby girl, didn't me? Even though, you know, we all whatever, then all of a sudden I fell out of line. It was like I was kind of syncing with the girls, and then next thing you know, boom, I fell out again. So long story short, and I gotta go with 3 minutes. So I have to chart my symptoms, chart my cycles. I have to be in tune with my body, like because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, my ovaries are covered in cysts. And one symptom that I have that lets me know, hey, get ready, is the egg that's in the ovary. When it busts through the cyst, and I get excruciating pain on like one side. So like I felt when it busts through, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, and sometimes it can be debilitating where you're just like laid up like, oh my God, I cannot believe this just happened. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. I'm not liking this. I mean, let me pull it to the, I need a little something. I might have to drop it down, y'all. I thought I could do it. I might still bring it for when I'm working, but for right now, it's like, it's driving me crazy. Yeah, I need a little hair. So anyway, so that happens. Then I also get like a dull ache in my right leg, like from my hip to my knee. And I'm like, oh, you know. Then I start getting back pain. I mean, I literally go through the stages of labor when it's that time. So this has been happening for the last, I would say, week. And it hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. And the pain is so bad. And see, and I also, once again, don't like pain. So I can't just take like Aleve, Advil, Tylenol. If I take Tylenol, baby, I'm taking Tylenol like every 4 hours like this. Aleve like this. And you know, Aleve and Tylenol is two different things. So you only can take like Aleve like every 6 hours. But you can take Tylenol every 4. Let me tell you, I'm like, look, whatever you got to do to dull the pain. So they have to give me prescription ibuprofen. So I have prescription ibuprofen like 600. Sometimes if it's really bad, they'll give me 800s. And it's only to be used during that time frame, which I do. But y'all, when I tell you that pain, I took that medicine yesterday. I woke up at, midnight, I think? No, 2 something this morning. Took it again. I'm about ready to take it again. I cannot. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. But let me go ahead and get in work. I got a minute. And I will just tune back in with you guys in a little bit. Let you know how I'm really feeling as this day progresses on. So I don't like when the ponytail holders have all that hair wrapped around it, and I got it on my wrist, but you know what? Whatever. I'll be back. I'm back, y'all. It's after work. I'm getting ready to head home. Y'all, oh my gosh. So, you remember what I was talking about in the first half of this? One thing about having like PCOS and, you know, not always having a regular cycle, sometimes if you go months without a regular cycle, when it comes with a vengeance, not just cramps. So I got my cramping under control, praise God. And I had my whole little pack with me, right? Y'all, let me tell you, I know, like, you know how you can gauge how much you need per day and all that stuff, right? Yeah. How about boss lady almost underestimated herself? Yes. Almost ran completely out, like literally. So I am making a stop. I have supplies at home, no problem, but I'm making a stop right now just to add to what I have, because God. The pain was so unbearable earlier today. It was like, OMG. And the only reason why I'm sharing this is because, first of all, if men do watch this channel, oh well, you know you got a girlfriend, a wife, a mama, sister, cousin, friend who has a cycle. So watch and listen or get off the video. Now, for my ladies who are still cycling, not the ones who have went on to menopause land, you know, sometimes it can be a bear. And this is something that people don't talk about. They just don't talk about it. They just don't talk about it. Like, you know, I have never known people to not be taught until I became an adult. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? You wasn't taught that? I was taught that at home and in school, and you know what I mean? But oftentimes there are people who, they don't talk to their children in reference to, you know, menstruation, having a period, getting your cycle, you know. In our family, we call it Eve coming to visit, you know what I mean? Or Aunt Flo, stuff like that. Baby, whew. People don't talk about that. You know, people talk about, oh, getting your period, but they don't talk about, oh, cramps and, you know, heavy flow, or you know what I mean, or what to do if you got this going on. People don't talk about stuff like that. So I'm talking about it today. That's what this video is about. Yes. But I'm about to go up in this good old Walgreens. Okay. And we about to get us some more pads, tampons, and whatever else can keep Boss Lady from messing her clothes. Because ain't nobody got time to be messing no clothes. But see, one thing about me, this is one reason why I always have the color black. I buy black panties, black pants. I have straight leg, wide leg, you know, fitted jeggings, leggings, jeans. Because, baby, I don't ever in life want to be embarrassed. I do have on black pants. I don't know if you can see my knee. You see my knee right there? Yes, I got on black pants right now because I don't play that. So, yeah, but let's go on up in here. Get what we need to get, then we're gonna wrap it up and head on to the house. And yes, I did pull this hair back because, child, I was in there in pain. I'm panting. I'm like, whew. Okay, well, I'll tell you about that when I come back out. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So what I was going to say was, I was at work and I was in so much pain. I was panting and hurting so bad, felt like I was in labor. Y'all know, Boss Lady don't like no pain, so you know I was hurting if I, you know, say it felt like labor. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so I just ran up in Walgreens quickly, and I'll show y'all what I got. I don't have no problem with sharing. Sure don't. So normally, I will tell you, ever since they came out with like the thin pads, I love them. But because of the excessive heavy flow, I had to go back old school. I had to get maxi pads. So, and I know everybody has their preference, so I'm not here trying to promote a preference. This is just what Boss Lady chooses to buy. Or I should say chose to buy this go around, because I don't normally. But anyway, so I picked up some Always maxi pads. I got the thick ones. These are the purple. This is the number 5. So as you can see, it has all the different variations and how big they are. This is the biggest pad they have. This also, this is called, they had a name for it. These particular ones have a wider back. So most pads are just like a normal pad, you know, and if you get wet wings. This one, it goes this way, but once you get to the back, it goes larger. So it kind of goes like this, you know, to kind of, you know, spread across the butt, you know, because if you had a cycle, can't nobody tell me they ain't never had an accident, you know what I mean? So for me, to keep me, you know, sane and comfortable, I like to have the wide back pads. Now, normally I buy the ones that are the thin ones, and that's what we have currently at home. So we have the maxi, well, no, we have the the always, but they're the ultra thin, but still in the purple, but they're the thin ones. These ones are the thicker ones. I mean, I want something that's going to soak up some, you know what I mean? So, okay. Now, there's a lot of controversy behind this, and I'm not here to dibble and dabble in that. I bought me some Tampax, and I got the Ultra. Now, there's a one for light, there's one for regular. Boss lady can't never ever, okay? That's like saying don't have nothing on. I'm just being honest. They have Super, which is the green. They have Super Plus, which is the orange. And then they have Ultra, which is the purple. For whatever reason, times have gone to a point of everything for me has to be in the purple line. But I'll show you the different ones there so you can see. You know, they have, like I said, the light, the regular, Super, Super Plus, and Ultra. I used to buy Super. That stopped, you know, helping me out back in the day. So then I moved into the Super Plus. Was very pleased with them. One day I went to get supplies. They didn't have my Super Plus, but they had the Ultra. Fell in love with the Ultra. So whenever I can get them, I get them. If I can't get Ultra, I do go with the Super Plus, okay? But Ultra is my fave. Yes. And so I know you're like, oh my God, TMI, boss lady. Whatever. My channel, my video. I do what I want. But, and I will say the Ultra, they are best for the first, I would say, 3 days. Now, you know, as women, as young girls, young ladies, you can have a cycle from anywhere from 3 days to 7 days. Depending on the length of my cycle, meaning, you know, in between the cycles or whatever, depends on how long I have to wear those or how many days. So if it's just a 3-day cycle, I might be able to get away with wearing that for the first day, and then the second and third day, done. If it's a 5-day cycle, I'm definitely wearing them for, you know, the first 2 days for sure. If it's a 7-day cycle, which this one probably will be because it's been about between 40 to 45 days. I can't remember. I'll put it right here because I do have it written down. So it's probably going to be about 7 days. Those I need to wear the first 3 days for sure, because I'm just saying. Now, some people say, oh, that's not good for you, blah, 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 and it has this, it has that. Everything has a side effect. I'm 44 years old. I've been wearing tampons since I was 13. That's a testimony. So, therefore, I will do what I have to do to make it through. Now, I have been seeing, you know, people coming out with these like period panties, period shorts, or sleep shorts, or whatever. I will tell you, I have not found them yet in my size, because you know Boss Lady is extra lovely. So therefore, I'm like, But I will tell you something that I did invest in that I don't have to show to you right now. But you can look it up. It is called Because. And they are a company who specializes in like incontinence type products. And they had some kind of promotion, and you could get a trial for free, and then you could, if you want to continue, you could get like a monthly subscription or whatever sent to you, and you pay. Well, I signed up for the free because you know I'm boss lady, so you know everything frugal for me. So I signed up for the free pack. I got the free pack. I will be trying those out. Now, what are they? They are disposable underwear. For lack of better terms. Look, when I'm sleeping, I can't have no accident. I can't. In all my years of being with my husband, I've only had one accident. And I've been with that man 28 years. I had one accident, and he actually found me that way. And it wasn't like it was just my period coming. I actually was having some female issues where I had to have surgery. And so I can't remember all what happened. This happened roughly back in 2014-ish, maybe. But I was having some problems. I was going to see the doctor and whatever. And I just remember that particular night I wasn't feeling good, and I actually passed out. I passed out across the bed, and when my husband came in there, he thought he walked into a murder scene. So I passed out, and just when I passed out on the bed, I began to bleed, like profusely. I mean, it was just bad. Yeah, we can't be having none of that. So I had to have, like I said, I had to have surgery and some other stuff going on. So that was, years back. I did have, but that was the only accident I've ever had, like at my home, in my bed, and my husband was like, oh my God. But never one of those like, oh, I go sleep at night and wake up and, you know what I mean? Back then when I was having these issues, I also had another time where I was actually out. I passed out and didn't know it. And when I woke up, I thought I just kind of went to sleep, but no, I literally passed out. It was my second time. And when I woke up and stood up, it was like the floodgates of hell. And it was to the point where I was terrified. I had my Tahoe. So matter of fact, I think I might have been on YouTube by then. Maybe I just didn't talk about it. But anyway, I remember having my Tahoe, and luckily I had some garbage bags in my truck, and I lined my seats. I called my husband and I said, this is what I need you to do. And, basically I asked him to get me some clean clothes, run me a bath water, and put a big garbage bag in the bathroom. And everything I had on, I just threw away. Because, I mean, who gonna keep that? You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with telling you, because this is what women go through. I mean, if you haven't, be thankful. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, but yeah, it was scary. And it was at that point, I mean, we literally had, like, I hate to say it, but like puppy pads down, because I was scared to sit down. I wouldn't go to my mother's house. My mom had light colored furniture. I wouldn't sit on my mom's furniture. I was like, I don't know when it's gonna hit, because it wasn't like, my period just came out. No, it was just, I was having some actual female issues at that time. But at any rate, because they kept giving me this medication, and the medication would it would make you have a period, and it would be crazy. I mean, crazy. Because they were giving me medication to try to get it to stop, but it was adverse reaction once again. But anyway, that's why I buy black pants. I buy black panties. I like black inside interior. If I don't have a dark interior, I make sure that I have like seat covers. I don't be playing. Because, and now that I'm getting older, I'm hoping I'm getting on the other side of the equation and hopefully be looking towards menopause. I know there's a lot of, females out there, older women that, they talk about menopause. But baby, let me tell you, if I could sign up for a hysterectomy right now, baby, I'd be on the table. Because this here ain't no joke. And my mama said, well, be happy it didn't happen on your trip. And I said, well, that don't mean nothing, because, not like I can do anything. I mean, it's a family trip. It ain't like it's a husband and wife trip. And then, so she was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's true. But now thinking about it today, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen on my trip, because, oh, my God. I mean, this is just something else. So anyway, this is what us women go through. I feel a little bit of cramping coming on. So I'm about to go in here, change my clothes once again. Come out my, dress clothes and stuff. Take my jewelry off. And baby, I'm about to take me some Motrin, ibuprofen, whatever it's called. 600s. Pop, pop. And I'm going to bed. So I got my diapers. I got my diapers. But anyways, that product that I had sent off for, I just plan to use those for like overnight, not like through the daytime. But shoot, I mean, hey, if it get to that point, but see, I'll put it this way: if I gotta wear a diaper because of my period during the day when I'm at work, yes, we will be making an appointment because I will not. Now, it's one thing to go to bed in it. It's another thing to, be walking around. No, baby, we ain't doing none of that. So, my stomach is so upset right now. But that's what I want to talk about today, y'all. Who can relate? Who can relate? Who can relate? For those who are already done been through the change, bless your heart. Because, baby, And actually, now let me think about it. Because when did I have that DVT? The year I had my DVT is when my sister had her hysterectomy. So that was, 6 years ago? So the age I am now is the age my sister was, I believe, at the time of her hysterectomy. So, yeah. So I'm actually soldiering through because, like, my mom had hers in her 30s. My sister had hers in her 40s. My grandma had hers in her 20s. So I guess I'll be in my 50s, but somebody gonna be taking something up out of here because, baby, I'm tired of that time of the month. I'm tired. Shoot. I want to live. And I'm telling you, this is like, I'm hurting so from my kneecap, my right knee, all the way to my sciatic nerve. I'm in pain. From the left side to the right side of my lower back, I'm in pain. From my left ovary to my right ovary, I'm in pain. And the more I talk to y'all, the more it's like, you talking about it, so just wake us all on. Baby, let me go ahead and get this medicine. I ain't kidding. But I'm telling you, if I could sign up for it today, I'd be at the first hospital clinic talking about, let's do this. And I had the option. I did. I had the option to have a hysterectomy. What was it? Back in, because we tried again in 2011. And in 2011, my grandson was born. So it had to be between 2013, 2014 that I was having the issues. And I want to say it was 2014. That's when they were talking about they were going to, I could sign up. My doctor at that time, she was like, you were going through so much. I mean, it was so much that she was like, let's go ahead, and then I said, well, maybe we might try one more time. Try for a baby. Ain't nobody trying for no babies. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm like, where is my doctor? But she no longer works at the clinic I was at. But, baby, and I know a lot of people are controversial. Oh, just let nature take its course and this, and this. Nature don't took its course. I done had 2 kids. God has blessed me tremendously. I'm so grateful. But I know he don't want his soldier to continue to go through this pain. So when the opportunity presents itself yet again, I'm done. May not be this year, but I'm going to be working towards it. I kid you not, because, ooh-wee. Lord have mercy. I mean, the thought of walking upstairs right now is bothering my soul. I got to walk up, I don't know, a mini little hill, one, two, three, four stairs to get in the house. I need to go to the office. I need to go do some work. I might be off the business for the week because I cannot. I'm trying to can and I just cannot. And I'm trying not. I already, didn't work Tuesday. So I need to work Friday. But the way I'm feeling, you just don't know how much I want to tell my boss, I'm really not feeling good. But who does that the second week of work? So, anyway, anyhow. Oh, I know I was going to tell y'all. So, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a clip of the break room at the building. So, there's more than one business in this building, right? But anybody who has a key fob can get into this break room. Why was I in there? Just getting ready to finish up, a lady walked in with a dog. Not a foo-foo dog either. I mean, a dog to the hip. I was so disgusted. I was like, yep, I'm not coming back in here no more. I don't want to be sitting eating with no dogs. And I know there's some dog, cat, rat, bat lovers out there. But I'm sorry. No, I come to work to do a job. If I'm not coming to work to do veterinarian, I don't want to be around no animals. Period. I was so mad. So mad. I'm like, really? Tell me, oh, ever since COVID, they've been able to bring their animals to work. The heck? Child. But I'm going to show you what it looked like. So stay tuned to the end of this video. Y'all be blessed. Take care. See you in a new video. Bye. First time taking lunch in the break room. It's kind of messy, but hey, it works.